TV land. Here in Bridgeport, Connecticut, at the Downtime TV HQ, it's time!
And what is up, everybody? You're tuned in to Screen Time, episode 139, possibly, maybe. Anyone, Manny? Anyone? Doesn't matter.
No
I
idea.
am your host,
No idea.
Tony, and producer for the day. And as always on the table, we got Manny, dude. Oh, dude, I put the green screen in. That's what I didn't do, dude.
Green screen.
Oh, wait. Oh, dude, I don't even think I have. Oh. No, we're going to sit here and we're going to wait, Manny.
Oh, set it up for me.
Dude, look at him choking him like that, dude.
Out.
Choking him. He fucking loves it, dude. Can't really see it anyway. I mean, there's Joel, dude. You got Joel.
It's all good.
You know what it's all
Look at
about,
Joey
dude.
boy.
You know the ones and
It's
twos,
Tuesday.
bud. It's Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy February 21st, if you guys are keeping track of that calendar.
Get it.
Very special episode for you. Like I was saying before, I'm just pumped to be here with Manny back in the house here. We missed you on Friday, but we had you virtually for
Phoning
X
in.
amount of time. That was pretty dope, dude.
I liked it.
How's that experience? Rate it 1 out of 10. Rate it.
7.5.
Wow.
I liked it.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel that's like, so you told me like 2.5 points there. Like, what happened? Was it me? Was it Jay? It's okay if it was Jay. You just gotta say it, dude.
No, it was just the quickest thing I could think of. But yeah, no, it was actually pretty flawless. I
It
was
was just the quickest thing I could think of.
It's all good though. But it was a good experience. No lag, no nothing. So I feel like now that when I'm on the road, I can just pop on and talk for a few minutes.
No drags.
No lags.
No one was nagging you, dude.
No one.
Yeah, that sweet little couch with the artwork behind you, dude.
Oh yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah, my mom's basement looking fresh.
Good for her, dude. At least someone has style in the family, am I right?
At least someone has style.
All right, guys. Let's get into the nitty gritty here. We actually going to a little bit of an audible, honestly, at the start of the show here with the last minute trailer that we decided to sneak in here.
Yeah.
Only because this movie's out, and Mike, Renee, and I are going to be attending the movie theaters tonight. AMC, Trumbull, great theater. I love it. I'm part of the club and get the points. You know, I get the app and probably buy everything ahead of time.
Good popcorn.
Got a gift card courtesy of my roommate Harrison Picard.
Ooh,
if you guys know Harrison Picard, look him up, dude. Great guy to live with too. Highly recommend it.
Gives good gift cards.
Gives good gift cards amongst other things, dude.
But
so I was looking at what movies were playing, and there was this movie that hasn't really caught my eye called Marlowe, starring Diane Kruger.
The Krugermeister.
As well as Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson plays a detective hired by Diane Kruger's character. It's like this LA noir type of like murder investigation. I'm a private dick type of film, dude. Private dick. So we're gonna start with that show because I want to see what the movie's about, and maybe I want to see it tonight. And maybe it came out like 10 days ago, not even 7 days ago. 7 days ago.
7 days ago.
So start off with Marlowe in theaters right now. Look at Liam Neeson. I mean, Liam Neeson, dude. I mean, this is fucking awesome.
Looks like a 1950s film noir.
Exactly. And I'm really excited.
Won't touch you, but I will.
The official trailer for Marlowe.
Los Angeles, a city of angels. More like the city of dirty little secrets. People pay me to look into the activities of its finest citizens. I'm a private detective. The name is Philip Marlowe.
How private are your investigations, Mr. Marlowe?
What can I do for you?
I'd like you to find my lover. He disappeared without saying goodbye.
Did he have things to hide?
Haven't we all?
What does my daughter want?
My mother was in pictures. She must think there's something between us.
I hear that you are looking for someone.
We're all looking for someone.
I'll pay you $1,000
If you find him for me.
The puzzle has many pieces. I don't know what you're gonna find.
I'm going down the rabbit hole. I'm not afraid to take you with me. I do like this thing about not being afraid. Well, you should be. They're all in on the conspiracy.
You'll keep looking because you can't stop.
The police won't touch you. I will.
Of all the people in Los Angeles who you do not mess with, they're top of the list.
The key to Hollywood is knowing when your game is up.
You go in there, I'm coming out alive. And I have to ask myself, who wins, Mr. Marlowe?
I will do everything to put you in jail.
We all have our secrets, Mrs. Marlowe.
And your secrets?
You'll have to keep those too.
I don't know, dude. I mean, the trailer was kind of good.
Yeah,
I think I might be able to get into it.
I think they need to cut that trailer to like way less to what it was. What how long was that?
2 minutes?
Yeah, you could drop that to 1 minute.
Oh shit, that's not it, dude.
It would probably be way 2 minutes, dude.
2
Cut
minutes,
that
10
shit
seconds.
in half. That was too long.
You think so?
Especially for a film noir. Film noir is that kind of like slow.
Wow, dude. Sorry.
Oh,
Michael
boy.
Theophilus says, glad we aren't seeing this, dude.
Oh.
I thought Michael would like it when it's like, oh, dude, like, wow, you're in the fucking box.
Oh, man.
I gotta put me in the box.
Put me in the box.
Wow, dude, fucking conspiracy. They were part of the conspiracy. I thought Michael would like that. But yeah, I mean, like you were saying, it's gonna be a slow movie.
It's a slow burn.
Yeah,
that's,
it's a
you know,
oh,
that's
dude.
that's what a film
Yeah,
noir
it is. I may have to see that on my own, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to take something that was so big back in the day, like the film noir, like genre. There's so
bring it
many
back.
detective movies like that, you know, and they were so good back in the day. So I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I'm surprised they made it like that. That's either someone that's very nostalgic for the times that wants to create it that way, or I don't know.
Michael says this has Michael falling asleep written all over it.
A lot of things have Michael falling asleep all over it.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, maybe I'll take a look at it on my own.
I'm not sure if that's.
I mean, I like Liam Neeson. The action looked pretty good. I do enjoy the slow film noir films. I mean, I think it's just because in film class that's all we fucking watch most of the time too. So maybe it's just because I hammered into my head like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, I mean,
Diane Kruger's a good actor. Alan Cummings was the guy in the car. He's a good actor too. Spy Kids.
Well, but here's the thing: it's like you're bringing back a style of movie that like people overacted.
Died out.
Yeah, back in the day, people overacted. And it was like, you know, man, she, me, they tried to, everything was like a little bit more extra.
Yeah.
So like bringing that back now when we watch movies that we want a little bit more reality, we want the acting to be good. Like, I don't know if people are going to accept this as well, because you're kind of like, oh, why is he talking like that? You know, like, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I mean, that is how Liam Neeson talks, I think.
Yeah, but he had an extra like.
They won't touch you.
The detective.
But I'll touch you.
I will put my hands on you.
I will touch you.
A lot of head smashing in this.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's
like,
old school. Old school head smashers, dude. You know,
everywhere.
Classic.
Heads
dude.
were getting.
But honestly, I'm glad Mike tuned in and watched the trailer with us.
That
was
he
cool,
did.
dude.
I'm happy he did.
But let's move on to the real nitty gritty. Okay,
nitty.
dude.
Gritty.
Which I guess we can do. The Last of Us, dude.
I think we need to just jump in.
It's actually funny. I was so, I guess, excited about fucking
Marlowe. I know. I didn't even realize that in our episode like guide, you didn't even write it in there.
That trailer.
Yeah. I was wondering if we were going to recap.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? We're
hey
gonna recap
man,
this bitch?
I didn't see it under the.
I'll fuck you up.
Thing nothing. Not even Google Docs.
Google Docs,
you
dude.
skipped it.
Wait, no, it was in the doc.
Oh, look at it right now. You tell me where it is. Yeah, I think I literally think you erased it as you were typing other stuff in. Yeah, dog.
I think I'm gonna erase you.
Ooh,
from time, Manny.
eraser.
So episode 6 of The Last of Us came out Sunday. Today's
Sunday
Tuesday.
now. We're back on schedule.
So we watched it yesterday. Yeah, we're back on schedule. Fuck the Super Bowl, dude. Am I right? So we're back on schedule. I watched it last night with nobody.
Yeah, me too.
I watched it. I'm all alone.
I bet we watched it at the same time.
What time did you watch it, dude?
Probably around 8:30.
I was around like 10:30.
Oh.
So you were probably fucking twiddling your thumbs.
So you felt that I had watched it and then you jumped in.
Oh yeah, I mean, I normally plan to watch it on the Monday nights, and we had Gaming Corner here. If you guys haven't watched it, Gaming Corner Golf PGA 2K23. If you haven't checked it out, go watch it, dude.
Have to jump on that.
Dude, honestly, next week I think we're doing MLB The Show. So I don't know how you feel about that. But
terrible at that, but decent at the golf.
Anyway, you know who's terrible at probably all those games?
Who?
Ellie, because she doesn't know what the fuck they are.
No, she doesn't.
So all right, so let's I'm gonna put you in the double box here.
Ooh, doble.
Bang.
What side? This side? Oh, that side.
You want on that side, dude? What side you want,
I
bro?
just wanted to be able to point at you.
So all right, so this episode, starts off not exactly right where we left off.
Right, it brought it back.
It's right. It did bring it back.
Yeah.
Because I guess it kind of did. It brought it back.
It was part of the recap. It was kind of like weird because it
yeah.
wasn't part of the recap. It was actually part of the show.
Of the episode. Yeah, I was kind of I thought it would be kind of weird because of I thought it was weird because I was like, oh, like, are we gonna see like a different perspective now?
No, I think it was such
and
a
it
big
wasn't.
moment that you.
Yeah, they just kind of showed it again. I guess, which is fine.
Yeah.
But then they're on the road.
Yeah, for a while.
For a while, dude.
While.
And you notice the change of seasons.
Yep.
And as I mentioned, that's exactly how the game is. Love that.
Yep.
So we kind of pick back up with some interaction now when they're in when they find that cabin. Right?
Yeah.
That which is pretty funny. Yeah. So basically, and honestly, this is a cool, job in terms of shooting and editing where you see this guy who I guess killed rabbits or whatever. He had the 2 rabbits, and you see him put him up on his log cabin. He goes in, and you're like, "Wow, is that Joel, dude?" And no, it's like some other dude, some big boy guy who just lives there, dude, and had lived there before the whole apocalypse.
It was just a normal survivalist.
Yeah,
That just
and he goes
out there and did his thing.
Right, thankfully. I mean, Jesus, dude. So he goes in there. You see his wife, and all of a sudden, Joel comes out with the gun.
Yeah, man.
Take
it. 2 fingers on the gun.
2 fingers in the gun.
Put it somewhere where it's out of reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy was just like, "Oh, dude."
He's like, "Oh, what are these guys getting in my house?
He hurt you." And she's just like,
"Damn it, Lorraine."
She's like, "No."
No. What about her?
Are you lying to me? No.
No.
You telling the truth? Yeah.
Yeah. Did you tell him? Yeah.
Yeah. Are you telling me the truth? Yeah.
Dude, the interaction was just unreal.
Hilarious.
Like, it was
dude.
perfect. She was so calm and collected and just sitting there like, like this isn't the first time this has happened.
Right.
Like, that's the most ridiculous.
It seems like it, right, dude?
It seems like he's like, oh God, again.
Oh, God, dude, these fucking people, dude.
It's either that, or I'm starting to realize that it could be, part of the thing where they kind of like they know what's happening over there,
right?
But they're kind of like the first line of defense without,
yeah,
that anybody knowing that they're the first line of defense. That's after I started watching a little bit more of the thing. I was like, oh, maybe these guys,
they radio over, like, hey, we just bumped into
something
people,
like
dude.
that,
yeah,
or
so
they're the ones that try to deter them first. Because when they start talking and they start saying, oh, which way to
go back the way you came. Yeah.
How do you the river?
Yeah, it's like how
and
do you?
Oh, people that go over there, they don't come back.
Yeah. How do I get west? Well, you go east.
Yeah. So it's like this whole thing, and then I'm thinking, all right, so maybe they're just that first line that tries to deter
I like
normal
that.
people. Right?
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, because they seem so calm about. Like again, they seem like this isn't the first time that it's happened.
Right. And and even so, now thinking about it too, what he said didn't really make much sense. How dangerous it is, because it seems like they're fine.
Yeah, they disappear with he said did disappear either living or infected.
Or infected.
Like I was like, okay,
like they know what's beyond.
Yeah,
the
is
river,
this the river
dude.
of death?
Yeah,
So.
So you kind of see Ellie now again for the first time after the time has passed, and you can tell right away by her language. She's one, I think, obviously a lot more comfortable with Joel.
Yeah.
2, a little more harsh because she's right away fucking F-bomb,
Death,
dude.
man. Death will do that to you. Death was to she was supposed to stay up.
Right.
She was her blood was supposed to help.
Yeah. So
fucked her up. Man.
Fucked her up, dude. So that was a cool interaction, and they're like, oh, they're like, all right, what if I have to go this way? What do I do? Oh, you take this way, whatever, dude. We're going.
The river of death.
The river of death, dude.
And then we jump on another little montage of travel.
Yeah, so more traveling, more
scenic.
Yeah, scenic, which is cool. I mean, you're kind of in that type of.
They did the sunset walk where you can see the sun shining through the feet of the horse, and then they go to that side. Yeah, it was
cool.
It was pretty. I liked it.
And then they just get approached. They're like, oh man, like, ooh,
Yeah.
All these people are all like fucking whatever, dude.
Yeah.
On their horseback.
On their horseback, they show up, and then this is the first time that we start seeing something wrong with Joel.
Right.
We
Oh,
start
that's
seeing,
right.
We
Yeah,
start seeing something affect him more than usual,
Mhm.
and it was when the dogs come in to sniff to see if they're infected.
Right.
So he's flipping out, and he gets sniffed and nothing.
Right, obviously.
And then the guy's like, all right,
right.
now the girl, and this whole
Yeah.
point you're starting to see him, and he's starting to like.
Well, we actually, I guess we should pack up, I guess, because we first saw that when they come out of the log cabin.
Oh.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. He has a little panic
outside the log
has, like, a little
cabin,
heart
and he
attack.
has like a little like you think
Yeah.
heart attack, yeah, but he is having like almost like panic attacks,
anxiety
or stress induced.
Yeah, and they did a good job of it because they had the camera shift a little bit more. It got a little bit more jittery,
Yeah.
so you were feeling like you were right there until
Mhm.
he just goes, "I'm good,"
Yeah.
and Ellie's like, "Okay," but you start seeing how overly protective Ellie starts
Right.
getting of Joel.
And it's pretty interesting because that reminded me of a certain aspect of the game.
Oh yeah,
where it was kind of like, I don't want to say it's like a power, but like a sense where like if you held down like click R3 while you're like hiding somewhere or something,
Yeah.
like everything like slows down, everything gets
it gives you that like extra
it,
focus
it
time.
gives you that extra focus basically where
What
everything
was that game that used to do that? Mark Wahlberg played in the movie.
Oh, Max Payne.
Max Payne, that
Dude.
type of thing. It gets slow. You're like
That game and movie, fucking awesome, dude.
I loved it.
That movie was so underrated.
That
Mark
game was
Wahlberg,
awesome.
Mila Kunis, game was
Oh,
fucking
so
amazing,
fucking
dude. So good. And Bo Bridges, dude. Oh, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, back to this.
Dude. Yeah, back to this. Sidetrack.
Sidetrack.
What
In
was
the
I on
game,
about?
you focus.
Oh yeah, so the focus, right?
So at first you were thinking it was more of a focus thing.
I kind of thought it was like
he
he's
was kind of
thinking.
like feeling that
Yeah,
something's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
happen. Yeah.
Because in the game, like I said, like that kind of like effect happens where things get like, sounds like you're in like a bubble where it's like
Full
like,
tunnel vision. Full tunnel
exactly,
vision.
dude. But like in the game, like you have like you hear things better, like you hear movement better.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, at first is what I thought, and then obviously as this episode progresses, he continues to have that.
Yeah.
But I think eventually he's gonna turn that into like a strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think so. I think he's gonna use that. Like I think there's gonna be a moment where he's stuck, and that happens to him where he's just like, kind of like, that tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And he just like comes to, and he's just like fucking
Just goes
back at it, dude. He just
everybody.
murks people, dude. That's what I think.
I don't
is
know.
gonna happen.
I think I think they just needed it for this episode to show that relationship again, and see how close, because this episode brings a lot of his past. We start learning a lot of things that happened with him, a lot of things that happened with his brother. Because they're on their way. So we get to this point right now. So they get caught by this group.
Right.
Everyone's got masks on and they're pointing guns. They're not even letting them do anything. They're just like, yo, first dog comes, sniffs him. Fucking
Right.
boom. Dog comes again, goes and sniffs Ellie. And as like before it even happening, Joel's having this attack.
Right.
So he's already had one attack, and all of a sudden he's having this second attack, which in my thought, like I was like, dude, it's like going, but it got intense. It got more intense. This show has a good way of the suspense being held for a long time in a lot of these like critical moments, and the relief of hearing Ellie laughing and petting the dog and being like that, and it zooms out immediately.
Right.
It goes,
And they do a great job of just showing him,
boom,
dude. Yeah.
like, all that tunnel vision feeling, that whole sound, everything is back to normal, and he's like, okay, and even you as a watcher, you're like, oh, okay, so nothing bad's gonna happen yet. And then they ask, oh, who you, what's your name or who you're looking for? And then he says it, and you can see that the girl's, the woman's eyes just kind of open up. And that's when we get to, the next part, which is inside of this new
town
that's protected.
Yeah.
It looks like a castle.
And, I mean, obviously I saw the little preview of the episode, so I know that they meet Tommy.
Yeah. We talked,
and you kind of knew too, once the girl was like, what's your name? Joel.
And
she was just like,
he must be here.
And I don't know if you know, but that girl was in The Walking Dead.
She looked familiar, but I couldn't put her, was it in the first season? I only watched.
She was in the
first
first few seasons. Dude.
Okay, then I'll probably remember her from that. But She did. all right.
She was okay, dude.
alright.
But I would like her to die too. I want a
Yeah,
lot of
she's
people to
dude, a
die.
lot of people are
Yeah.
just I'm okay with.
So they get into this town now.
Yeah. You hear the first
and-
scream, "Ah!" and he turns around. He goes, "Oh!"
Yeah.
Comes.
Tommy!
Oh, I'm coming. He comes out and they kind of look at each
and
other.
they hug, dude. And it's that actually. It's that scene behind you, the thumbnail.
That one right there.
He's looking,
Now when he's choking him, but
He's
when
like,
he's hugging.
my brother.
I love you.
Oh, dude, that's funny, dude.
But yeah, it was it's a good scene, I guess. I mean, it brought back, two brothers that have been, dealing with their own shit, I guess. And now this is where we start learning shit. When we start figuring more things out about this town, about Tommy.
We quickly learn
Yeah.
that the excitement of meeting each other between these two brothers will dissipate.
And how much of a mouth Ellie's got on her.
Oh yeah, very true.
They start realizing that like she really isn't a normal child.
Yeah.
And everything, it was just interesting. And I'm not sure how much symbolism there is with the new clothing and the cutting of the hair and everything. Like, kind of gave her a little makeover, try to get her to be more of a kid or at least feel like a kid. But
I mean, that seemed like what they were trying to do.
Yeah,
like,
they were trying to
like kids don't carry guns in here. Like she was
Yeah.
being a real asshole.
Yeah, I didn't
scene,
like
dude.
that woman though.
I want this whole place to blow up.
Yeah, I'm okay. I feel like there has to be something more to like
yeah,
they're hiding.
dude,
So like that's how it
definitely,
feels.
dude.
Like they're hiding something.
Yeah, definitely, dude. But so they're sitting down, they're getting food, they're hungry. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And then that's when you start to learn, Joel has very short patience already.
Very short patience.
And he's like, hey, like, do you mind if you leave and we just talk like with family here? And then you find out they're engaged. And then she's like, I am family.
All right, Toretto.
So they start talking and then they're like, all right, let's like, or right? They're like, okay, let's go for the walk, right?
Yeah. That's when they split.
And that's when they split up. No, before they split up though, it's just the four of them walking.
Oh yeah.
And she's just describing what the place is like.
And everything it has.
You're kind of it was very interesting dialogue to me because the first thing that they mention is how protective she is of this place.
Yeah.
How they don't contact anyone over the radio.
Yeah.
And bang, they cut to Joe and he's just like, "Are you fucking this is why?"
Yeah.
This
is the reason
bitch
you cut it from me. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So he's already pissed.
So he's pretty tight, dude.
Yeah.
So they're pretty tight. And then even the dialogue between like her and Tommy, because she's like describing
the commune.
Yeah.
Oh, so
a type of
communism.
where it's like, oh, like we have shared everything, whatever. And Joel's like, so it's communism. And Tommy's like, it's not communism. And then she goes, it is communism.
It's a commune.
Yeah.
And you're like sitting there going, all right, because the look on his face after that, you just go, like he's starting to realize things.
Right,
like,
dude.
It's a very like
yeah, I think it kind of shows that Tommy maybe lost like the sense of what reality kind of is.
Well, I mean,
sure.
wouldn't anybody, if you're living in this
I would not.
Totally.
I would fucking know, dude.
What would you be? Fucking what's his face's character that had his own place by himself? Or do you
fucking Bill and Frank, dude?
Bill and Frank.
No. Well, maybe.
But they lost reality too. They don't know what the hell's going on. They're living in their own world. When you're living that far out and you're not like, I mean, I don't know.
I was just really kidding, dude. I may use my sense of reality.
You may.
I may lose it right now, dude.
Oh, I have.
But anyway, it was a very interesting dynamic.
It really was
between the three of them now.
Yeah.
Because clearly that because like you said, it seems like Tommy like is almost like, oh shit, like am I a communist, dude? Like, but also,
what is really a communist
like, at this point? Like, does it even matter?
Oh,
dude?
by the way, we skipped over some of this too. I think one of my favorite parts about this whole episode, the whole conversation, was with Ellie and Joel while they're on the horseback.
The room?
Horseback, and they're talking about contractors.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, that
Dude.
was so cute.
At that point, though, you realize that like
She knows nothing.
this is a world where
Right.
kids don't know shit
Yeah.
because they didn't grow up. So like all of a sudden, like the history
Right.
for them is whatever's being told by Joel.
Basically, yeah.
Like-
Contractors are cool.
Yeah, that's what he
We were
said that line. We
cool.
were cool. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
everyone loves
he laughed,
contractors,
dude.
and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
laughed because I was like, dude, everyone fucking hates contractors. You're like, these guys always overpay, like all this shit,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
you're like, it's not that black and white.
Right. Which is that is funny. I like that. The dialogue, I guess, because the traveling scenes weren't so just like scenic
Yeah.
routes. There was some cute dialogue there, but
Yeah.
I will tell you, for me, watching the episode, I was just like, this just seems like a whole like.
Like what?
It doesn't really matter.
I think the reason it matters is because of what happens. Because of what happens in the rest of the episode, I think this matters because it's one of those things that shows how together and how much him and Ellie are actually like beginning a real relationship. And
Right.
he might not be replacing his daughter, but he has a purpose to live right now. And,
Yeah.
and you're slowly seeing that with him and her. Like that relationship throughout this episode is what you see.
Yeah.
I don't know. And towards the end, like we still have a lot to talk about.
I know.
Because it gets crazy. But when we get there, I'll bring it up again. But I definitely think it's necessary. And I mean, shit. It's so much time passes. I think it was 3 months that they're, you know, like you got to show a little bit of what conversations.
Yeah.
Good
and
spirits.
it does. I suppose it does show a lot of depth to the relationship.
Yeah.
And
And then. Oh yeah, no.
No, go ahead.
No. I was sorry. I
move
was
on?
trying to
Move on.
organize things, and I forgot what I was about to talk about was towards the end.
All right. So now,
So we're
bang.
there. So now they split up.
Now
right?
they split up. Where
In the
now
co-
it's just
in the
Tommy
commune.
and Joel in the commune. They're communists. Joel and Tommy split up and go to the bar. Classic. Whiskey on the rocks.
Yeah.
Classic.
Clean.
Joel is slamming them, dude.
Yeah.
And Joel is kind of explaining, right? Obviously, Tommy asks, like, "Oh, what's the girl?" And Joel lies.
Yeah.
To his brother.
Well, he doesn't even. I don't even think he lies. At
No.
first. He works around the truth by talking
Yeah.
about the fireflies and being like,
Yeah,
the
I
firefly-"
mean,
like
he kind of does though, because
but he does. He has no trust right now.
right. No, he
Yeah.
does exactly because no, the first thing Tommy asks him is, "How's Tess?"
Yeah, and he goes fine.
He goes, "She's fine."
Yeah, and you're like, wait a minute.
And they're like, "Well, you know what? I know she's not fine."
Yeah. So there is this hesitancy coming from him
Right.
now.
And then it's like, "What's with the girl?" "Well, I gotta find her family."
Yeah, it was some rich
Yeah.
family wants her back and blah blah blah.
Right. So now you're like, "Oh shit, dude! Like, is Tommy gonna be a bad guy now? Like, what's going on, dude?" And they're talking, and you know, again, Joel's fucking tight. This is why
Very
you haven't
tight.
been talking to me. He goes, "Oh well," like, and you find out, oh, Tommy was obviously in some trouble.
Yeah.
They saved him, took him in, fell in love. He's following their rules.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting, I guess, kind of, because even
And knowing his background too.
knowing his background, yeah. It seems like, Tommy specifically feels like he has some sense of like atonement for what
Yeah.
him and Joel did.
Yeah.
You know, because
this is how he.
they say, "Oh, we murdered innocent people," and he's not blaming Joel.
No, he says
He's
it.
like,
He
"We
goes,
both did it. We
yeah.
did it to survive. It's the only thing we were good at. The only way we could survive. You know,
Exactly.
there were other ways, but we weren't good at that."
Yeah.
And then, you know, Joel's like, "All right, well, whatever. I gotta bring this girl,
to find
to the
parents
Fireflies."
and, yeah.
No, 'cause then
Oh,
he-
the Fireflies, yeah.
Yeah, then he tells him, "Oh, like she's a cure. Like
Yeah.
she's
He
been
finally
bitten."
breaks.
And that scene was cool.
That scene was deep because then you get the explanation of what the hell is going on.
Yeah,
with
and
his
you
little
also
flashes.
like looking at Tommy, you can see the look on his face where I think at that point he knows obviously like people who are infected aren't allowed in the commune. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep them out of the commune, obviously, to stay safe. But he's also like, I feel like Tommy almost had like a split in his head because he was like almost like, at least what I saw, it looked like he was like twitching towards the door.
I was about to say the exact same
to be
thing.
like,
he
I
wanted
gotta
to.
I gotta kill this girl. I gotta tell someone.
Yep.
And then he kind of looks back and he's like, all right, like this is my brother
sit
telling
down.
me this.
Yeah.
Like I
Tell me.
trust him.
Yeah. The minute he sat down and goes, tell me start from the beginning, he says, yeah.
You know, so that's where I think that you kind of saw like Tommy almost like, you know, trust his brother again or
It's not, I don't
choose
know
his
if
brother
it's,
again.
Yeah, exactly. It's choose his brother, but I think it's finally like, I think he's always had these thoughts in the back of his head. He goes, you know, I shouldn't have not communicated. I mean, I owe her my life, but do I owe her my life?
Doubt.
Have I fault? Exactly. So I think this whole thing, and then he's like, you know what? I'm going to be open to hearing this out because you know what? There's got to be a lot more to that. I've been in this commune for so long. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Exactly.
This is my brother. If anyone's going to tell me something, it's
It'd be him. Yeah,
especially after being like everything he said before. He goes, all right, well, I lied. Here's the information.
And it was interesting because you know the conversation, like it was just started off so like tough to get through. And Joel's like, we got to get to the University of Wyoming, whatever the university they're going to for Fireflies. And you know, Tom's like, I can't, got a kid on the way. You know, it was just so like these two were so far from being on the same page.
Yep. And again, it goes down to these really long conversations.
Yeah.
This show has these wonderful fucking conversations that, like you said, started off really aggressive, really, and got deeper, and got deeper. And then you get to this point where you're like, fuck, like you feel for Tommy. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, you do. You feel for both sides.
Yeah, and then you're like, fuck for Joel too. Like it's good.
Yeah,
it was good.
Especially because like Tommy, I mean, this is the guy you're talking about. The whole show is to find Tommy, basically. Like that's like
That's Joel's
mission.
Objective.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then you get that great scene by Pedro Pascal where he kind of really breaks down and tells Tommy like what's kind of going on with him, where he's kind of losing his edge a little bit, losing a step or two.
Talking about how this girl had to kill the thing because I wasn't fast enough.
I wasn't fast enough.
You know, like
this dog could have eaten her, and I was frozen, dude. You know, so he's kind of talking about now, which again I think is gonna, you know, with any real panic attack or any real issue, talking about it is helping him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So again, that's why I also kind of thought like, all right, like he's talking about it. He's with his brother. He's kind of crying it out a little bit. I think it's gonna again like use to his advantage because I think that's gonna be a cool like if they do end up doing that. Be a cool aspect of the game where they kind of bring to life.
Yeah.
You know, where he kind of feels like maybe a moment where he's like I said, like
we
he's
see
feeling that like walls
that,
are closing in, but then he's just like, like focus, dude.
Yeah. Focus on it.
Focus on this fucking dude.
Just like that.
And then all right, so after this now, Joel's still pretty tight.
Joel's pretty tight.
Still tight, dude. Still tight.
We get Ellie and what's her face's side of the story also, which is, you know, they get her up to this room, which looks like a kid's room, and she's getting, you know, showered up,
haircut, shower.
They leave her some clothes.
Right.
They
fresh
leave her
clothes, dude.
a
fresh fit.
Fresh fit. What I believe is called a diva cup.
Is that what that's called?
I believe so. It's for girls,
women
when they have their period. It's another form of whatever.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a way to avoid having the bleeding come out.
Oh, I thought it was just like a funnel for her to pee anywhere.
No, I don't
really.
Believe so. No, that's for her female hygiene.
Oh wow, dude.
Yeah. So because again, so that's another thing they're trying to. She doesn't realize she's never had any background. She hasn't had a mother. She hasn't had anybody showing her how to be
a girl.
Not even just a girl, but like, you know, like not an adult.
Right.
Like, you know, she's been an adult. She's murdered. She's, you know, not murdered, but she's killed to survive. She's seen people getting murdered. She's seen people getting eaten. She's been through all this shit. She's not a child.
Mm-hmm.
Her statue may say she's a child, but she's not.
Right.
So it's like they're trying to help her out and trying to give her that, you know, watching the movie and stuff, but it's not for her. You understand, you know, she gets out of the movie theater or whatever, starts walking away, going, you know, like she's wandering the fucking streets. I don't know. And then you get back to Joel going outside to this crowd with the Christmas tree. Which I was a little confused by the Christmas tree.
It's winter.
Yeah, but it was like just out of nowhere. Like I didn't see anything until like that one moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the town wasn't like festive or anything. It was just like all of a sudden we have
wreaths. Were there wreaths in the doors? Was I imagining that?
I don't know. I might have missed that. But and then he has another attack because it looks like his daughter's in front of him. The curly hair.
Yeah, dude.
You know, the dark curly hair. She's running to another little girl with curly hair. That's when
Yeah,
he realizes
dude.
and he snaps out. So, and I think that was the moment, right, where after that he talks to his brother, and his brother decides, yeah, I'll take her. Right after that. Because they meet up again. He finally decides. His brother goes, and he was standing and he was talking to.
That was the shoe when he's fixing his shoe, giving the boots, right?
Yeah.
Giving the boots.
Yeah. Was that then? No, that's when he was told the story.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because then after that whole conversation.
Right. No, I think
Yeah, he goes over back to where they're watching the movie, and his fiance is there.
Movie sucked.
Ellie's gone.
Right.
It's an empty seat.
Yeah.
And then you see them talking.
Yeah.
And then he leaves.
Yeah.
And then he's like, that's when you finally find out that, all right, he's going to take her. And she's waiting, and then it cuts and she's waiting there. Or him and Joel have a conversation. Because she hears everything that Joel told.
Correct.
About it. So now, you know, him and Ellie, he's pretty much telling her he's better off with his brother. Ellie's like, the fuck are you talking about? Everyone's left me. He's flipping out, telling her, you don't know how I feel. And she's just like, dude, I've lost everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. So.
Not losing you.
Not losing you.
So
sneeze.
They go, sneeze. Do it. Feel it. Feel it in your nose. Feel it in that nostril, dude. Don't fucking sneeze. Yeah.
I hate you.
Wow, dude. What if that was my power?
To make people sneeze on command?
I can make people sneeze by just saying like some words, dude. Yeah, that's right, you stupid bitch.
The words that came out of you made me sneeze.
I make you sneeze. Sneeze again!
Crap, if I have to sneeze again, I'm gonna be pissed.
Okay, so all right, so now we're on the road again.
No, we fade to black.
And then what?
Fade to black, and we fade up, and what do we see? We see Ellie sitting there all dressed, ready to go. After the fight of her and Joel, she goes, fine. Wakes up, that door opens. It's Joel's brother. You see this look of disappointment on her face, but then all of a sudden she goes, fuck it, I'm going to go and do what I do.
I don't remember any of this.
Picked up her shit, walked out.
Right.
You see her following them. They're like, all right, this way. Then they finally get to the stables, and that's when they turn the corner and you see Joel on the horse, just getting the horse ready. You know, jokes with Ellie saying, gonna steal this horse. His brother's like, I would have given it to you. You know, and then you realize, all right, Joel's back. And he gives Ellie the choice, and Ellie doesn't even let him finish the sentence before saying that she's going with him. That's where I think the importance of those first little scenes of them interacting and having these conversations give you that, like, all right, he's in. Like, you kind of knew, like, you were hoping he was going to go in, and you're like, all right, he's in. And, you know, the jokes with his brother, like, can I have that gun? And it's like, I lost, you know, your wife took mine. He goes, I would have given it to you anyway. I was going to give it to you either way. So that was good. And that, you know, it kind of cleaned up a few things between them two. And I think this is the point where you're like, all right, we're going on this journey now. Now, like, it's not what's being dropped on Joel. It's like Joel's in. He's 100% in.
He wants to do
and she's in, and it's now they're a pair.
Right.
And then we start traveling.
And the travel, honestly, you know, he said earlier 7-day travel time
to get to I-25.
Yeah, I think
5 days. 5 days.
No, they did it in 5.
They did it in 5.
They said when they were like, we did it in 5.
Yeah. And you see the city out there.
Right. Yeah. So they're at the University of Wyoming.
Right?
Is it?
I think so. Something like that.
I think so. That's where the fireflies are held up, and they get there, and it's a little desolate.
Little desolate. Like, oh, they must be in the center.
Yeah. Even Ellie's like, oh, where's everyone? No, it must be in the center. Safer. Yeah. So they go. They follow some firefly signs. Building's fucking empty, dude.
Yeah.
You know, they hear some ruckus upstairs. It's like 3 orangutans.
Yeah. I think they were just monkeys.
Regular monkeys?
Yeah, I think they were just regular monkeys.
Okay.
And
I'm no zoologist, bud.
Orangutans are big boys.
Orangutans are big boys? What about when they're little?
No.
No,
These were normal monkeys. They were baby monkeys.
baby monkeys.
They were baby orangutans. They weren't even orange.
You're not orange.
I
Were
tried
they?
to-
What's the monkey with the red face?
A baboon?
That's what it was. Baboon, dude.
Might be a
Monkey
baboon.
with
A
red
nose.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was these guys.
Yeah, they're just red face. They're just monkeys.
Fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah. Creepy
We
monkeys. Which I was
find.
trying to. Dude, I thought there was going to be like mutant monkeys coming.
Yeah, dude.
Never happened. You get some. So they get into this what it looked like it was a hospital wing, and they find all this stuff. They're like,
Yeah,
doctors
or
were
like their
definitely
medical, or
here.
like the school of medicine for that
Yeah.
university or
Yeah,
something.
and then they find that chalk. It wasn't a chalkboard. It was a whiteboard or a pinboard, a map on a pinboard,
and they were all
everything's
different
going to one
color.
spot.
Going to St. Mary's in Colorado.
No, it was Salt Lake City. I thought
So I said Utah.
Salt Lake City.
Yeah, Utah.
So we have like
Utah, dude.
three paths from different parts of the country going to this one
Right.
spot. So they go
Clearly, they were like, oh, they must have moved
yeah, and
to
then
St. Mary's.
they see the monkeys. They hear some noises. Go up to the spot. Find out that it's just two monkeys going crazy, playing with all this shit.
3 monkeys, I think.
3 monkeys, and then you hear the people, the raiders or the whatever they're calling them.
Yeah, this is regular people.
Just dudes, just fucking scouring.
So
They
they're
try
like,
to sneak out. They try to get onto the horse, and then all of a sudden, watch out! And this dude comes, yeah,
dude, with
him.
whatever his bat, I think, or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Wood
I think
something,
it was a
dude.
wooden bat.
That's
And
weird.
they get into this altercation. Fucking Joel ends up choking him out.
breaking his neck,
neck.
dude. And it was like, and then he's just like on the floor.
And then he realizes. Camera looks down, and he's like, John. He looks down. Half of the bat is inside of him. Just into the gut,
And he's just
spiky point, pulls it out, and you see the beginning of that ooze. The beginning of the bleeding out starts, and that's when 3 more guys come running out.
Classic, yeah.
And she gets them on the horse, and they fucking get away until they get to these train tracks. Was it?
Yeah, it looks like they're following a railroad.
Yeah, railroad, and he falls off.
Yeah, because he's
He's-
fucking bleeding out.
He's
dude.
fucking bleeding out hard.
Yeah.
So it's and that's where you end it. And that
Just like that.
fucking fucked me up.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, dude.
I was like, there's no way he can die. Or is there?
Or is there, dude? They could Game of Thrones this shit. And
Yeah.
Just fucking leave us all. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the ending. I
It
don't know.
leaves a lot of questions.
Yes, it does, and it seems like we're not going to revisit it next episode as well.
I haven't seen. I don't like to watch the
Yeah, you don't.
previews. So what did the previews show?
So the preview shows it's definitely, from what I understand, and again, this exact thing happened in the game too. Where all of a sudden you're doing like this flashback to Ellie's past.
Okay.
Because she referenced how this is the first time I killed someone, whatever.
Yeah. Well, we started seeing her past. Is what you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does the episode is a flashback to her past and where she was at before she was bitten.
See, that's brilliant.
Um,
You're gonna hold this fucking thing
Right.
on us. This cliffhanger is gonna be held on to us.
for 2 weeks, probably.
They have to mention it at least towards the end. They have to mention something. They have to go. They have to bring it back to the present, either at the beginning or at the end.
They don't gotta do shit.
They
but-
gotta. They gotta.
So it should be interesting to see exactly what happens. But also, this happens in the game. Like this again
Happens in the game.
happens in the game.
That's
all
good.
this.
That's good to know. Good to know.
So,
So you saw it coming. You were like, oh no.
I did know that. I mean, it happened a different way.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that with
A
other.
monkey just stabbed him in the neck.
No, there was like in the game there were like clickers around and shit.
That's the other. We haven't really seen.
No zombies this
clickers,
episode.
we haven't
No
seen,
zombies this
like-
past episode.
Yeah.
Like
at
not
all.
even at all. Literally at all. No zombies this episode.
No.
Which is interesting because it's almost like making you again kind of forget that they're out there.
Yeah, exactly.
But in the game, there's clickers and you end up falling like one story, in like this lobby of the hospital of the university,
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you fall on like a metal thing that pierces you. Yeah. It's a little more serious.
Yeah. The other part was with Ellie during that situation. She's like, guns out. He goes, gun out.
Yeah.
But the funniest part is she gets off her horse. She takes her stuff out. She
Right.
opens her backpack.
Yeah.
She puts the gun on the floor. She takes you
Right.
notice that she's got it, but she's still not
A kid with it.
exactly.
She's still a kid
with it. Which all those little things are interesting to see. And then towards the end, the minute that dude showed up, she was ready. She was like trying to figure out where she could point that she's gonna get the guy, but never worked out because he puts her puts him in the chokehold. But
breaks his neck.
She's ready. Like it's
And
like
she was shooting the other guys.
Exactly. She shot a few from the back. Pop, pop, pop.
That must have been sick.
On the back of.
Yeah, I would love to do that, dude.
Yeah. Ride the horsey.
But overall, I mean, I think it was a great episode. I do.
I think we got some good information. I think there was some good. I thought we were gonna be in the commune for the entire.
Me
episode.
too. I thought so too.
So when they went away, I was like, oh, this. The episode must be over, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh, we're on I-25. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I thought there'd be like, oh, like we got some fucking walkers out there we got to take care of, dude.
Yeah, and of all things, like I would expect to see walkers at
Around.
the facility, right? Like, wouldn't that be the reason why they
college,
left? Maybe,
yes,
or
exactly.
like,
So, but I think that's maybe why they're like, oh, why did they leave, dude?
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I don't know. I hope that next episode just isn't a flashback episode to what happens to Ellie.
You can't put a full episode like that for that.
I also already know.
Yeah. It's funny because I say this stuff and then you're in your head thinking about the video game. So you're like, what's going to happen technically or what's supposed to happen.
I know what happens in the game. Yeah. So I will say, I mean, dude, when you first get to the Firefly area, like, dude, like they, skipped a lot of the game.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
In what sense? Just like
in terms of like just general gameplay, you in the game there's more like when you first get there, even to the settlement where Tommy is, like shit goes down in there where you kind of have to like defend the area and shit like that. Like you don't get to the Fireflies until like probably like halfway through the game. That first building of the Fireflies you go to and you find out that they're not there, they're somewhere else.
Yeah.
Probably halfway point through the game.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. We're on episode 6.
Right. Well, it was interesting to see, like, are we going to be wrapping up like their story in season 1? Like, that's what
we have, I'm assuming 10 episodes. HBO usually does 10. Yeah.
So I don't know, dude. We'll see. I'm getting a little worried.
Yeah, you're waiting. You're like, there's more information that needs to be told.
And there's going to be, I would imagine there's going to be something that's like pretty drastically different from the game.
Has to be, right?
There has to be, dude. I'm just kind of waiting for it.
Waiting for the ball to drop.
So I don't know, man.
I don't know.
But I know I don't sound maybe excited.
I was about to say, was this the first episode that you've not been 100% like super stoked about? Knowing of what's left based off of the video game. Yeah. Like for me, I'm going, all right, episode 6, there's good information. These last 4 episodes should be like, there might be one like filler episode, and then maybe you get into some hardcore shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hope they don't do it like Game of Thrones, where like episode 9 is extreme, like, and then episode 10
is not garbage. That. Yeah, I hate that, dude.
That one, dude, that pissed me off.
That does piss me off. Why would you not make this season finale the best fucking episode?
Yeah. You make the best episode, and then you follow it up with absolute garbage.
Dog shit.
You can eliminate every last episode of every season of Game of Thrones, and you'd be all right.
Literally, dude.
Fucking A.
Literally. I was getting through a few comments here. Brian Barnaby says, Last of Us is crazy. White Lotus is better, though. Terrible ending, The White Lotus. Jennifer Coolidge deserved better. Which I think is a good segue to our next topic. Are you good on The Last of Us episode 6?
Yeah, man. I think we did a good job.
I think we did do a great breakdown. I may have to watch it again, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
We'll see.
But we'll see, dude. So the next thing I want to talk about that I thought Manny would again. For some reason, I thought you watched this.
No, I didn't.
But so White Lotus season 2, I just finished it up with Anna this past weekend.
Yes, sir.
And it was pretty solid, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, White Lotus. So something that was kind of hot on the scene for HBO. And
Yeah.
it's funny because the show had a season under its belt already, and it really wasn't until season 2 until it became popular.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting.
So the first season was where?
First season was in Hawaii,
Hawaii, and the new one was in
Sicily.
Sicily. Got it.
So you had like, I'm sure I've talked to you about the synopsis, right? So basically, each season is a different group of people at the same resort called White Lotus.
Yep. At a different
location.
Yep.
And there's been a murder in the first episode. You know, there's a murder, and then throughout the you have to find out who died, how and why. Basically, is what the whole show is,
It's a game of Clue.
and it follows different types of characters on their own different storylines there for the different reasons.
Yeah.
All may or may not interact with each other during the vacation,
Yeah.
but
They're
you
there.
know that the one thing they have in common is that they experience a murder on the vacation. Right. So season 2 has a pretty solid cast. Jennifer Coolidge returns from season 1, the only returning character, actually.
Didn't she win an Oscar?
She won an Emmy, I believe.
Emmy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she won an Emmy for this.
Nice.
So there's Jennifer Coolidge, who plays this really crazy rich woman who is now who marries a guy that she met in the first season.
Got it.
She was the only over-carrying character.
Yeah.
And they're on like a honeymoon, basically. And she, you're not exactly sure what she does for a living.
You just know she got cash.
Extremely rich businesswoman, has an assistant there with her. And then there's an Italian family. There's a father who's played by the guy who plays, he's in Sopranos. He's Vinny, Tony Soprano's nephew. Christopher or Vinny? Christopher. And he's great in it. He's a good actor, that guy. And his father, right? So Vinny's there. He is a father. So it's Vinny's son, and then the father, Vinny's father, the kid's grandfather.
Got it.
Am I explaining that
There's a lot of
correctly?
fathers and grandfathers, I guess.
So it's 3 generations right there. It's the grandfather, the father, the son.
Got it.
And Vinny is the father. And they're there on vacation they're Sicilian, and they're trying to find like their heritage, basically go back to their hometown,
they're going back,
where their family originally immigrated from, whatever. But then you sort of find out that like the father, the guy who plays Christopher, he cheated on his wife. They cheated on his wife. He has a huge sex problem.
Sex
And the
problems.
whole family was supposed to go with them, but it's only the 3 of them now.
Having their own sex
problems. And then you have 2 couples. The dudes were best friends in colleges and their wives.
Awesome. Sweet.
One of them has been rich since college, investment, shit like that.
Of course.
The other one just
Isn't
became
modest.
rich.
Oh.
Like he sold his company, just became filthy rich,
Tech
dude.
boy, I got it.
Big tech boy. And then, dude, I'm trying to think. I think that's basically it. And then you have the storyline of like, they always include like the manager of the hotel as a storyline. It seems to be.
Of course, he's got to be part of it. Someone of the hotel has to be.
Yeah, exactly.
A big part. That's where the man
First season, he was a huge part. Great actor too. He was the guy who played Frank in The Last of Us, not Bill.
Yeah.
The husband.
Yeah. Solid.
So it's a really great show in terms of it's shot beautifully. You're in Sicily, dude.
Yeah,
it is such a gorgeous show to watch. Even the one in last season in Hawaii, dude. It's gorgeous, dude. And every episode always has like, they have like these really cool transition things where like it'll just cut to like waves crashing.
Yeah.
And then there'll be like a slow dissolve into like wine pouring into a glass. And it just would transition beautifully.
Fancy pants.
Yeah. It's just beautiful transitional shots like that.
Good.
You had some really cool, the dialogue is good. The acting is great. The shots, other than transitional shots, like everything else is pretty standard in terms of just like, ISO shots, 2 shots during conversations at the dinner table. They incorporate over the shoulder shots. Sure. Nothing, because it's so funny because like when we finished this, we followed it up by watching The Sopranos.
Interesting.
And The Sopranos is shot like so much better, but it's not as aesthetic.
Yeah.
But it's just like they were like the first episode of Sopranos, like they're at a table talking, and you have this really cool like low low angle shot of Tony Soprano.
Yep.
And you get the two guys, the two goons he's talking to, like in the right and left side of your frame, and Tony Soprano's in the middle, just looking like a total G because he looks so fucking big, sitting there with his fucking rings and his watch on. It's sick, dude. Like it's just like that, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I know what
Anyone?
you're saying, baby. Yeah, those low angles make them look. It's just the way you shoot things.
Exactly. Like I would say that White Lotus does do more of a job in terms of landscape and stuff like that. But it came down to like the actual like scenes of people talking, it was just like standard shots.
Oh yeah,
like nothing crazy.
That's where certain movies, excel.
Yeah.
Simple.
If
you can make a conversation interesting the way that it's shot, then you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, dude. So you follow these groups of people, and they do kind of interact, and they go super in depth in terms of their backgrounds and like the two friends from college, like the animosity creates between themselves because they were competitive in college, and that dude was always used to winning, who was super rich, but now
he loses.
Now he's like kind of losing, dude. Like, and then Jennifer Coolidge gets wrapped up in this whole like thing with her husband, where her husband leaves for work, and she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? It's Sicily." Like, and then she gets like introduced to these new guys who are really wealthy Sicilian people. And she has this real suspicion because she found like a picture of her husband in their house.
Ooh.
And she gets this super weird suspicion about how like, well, why? That's kind of weird, dude.
That's my husband.
And the dudes were acting kind of weird. And then she like, it turns out like that was a plan for her to die, to be killed, because she had signed a prenup with him.
Ooh, the prenup.
But if she gets killed,
it's
or dies, he still gets the money because he didn't get divorced. Crazy, dude. So that was like the big, dude. And it was again like all season long.
Do some shit for money, man.
You get the animosity for Jennifer Coolidge's character, animosity for the young couples, animosity for the Italian family, because like obviously the son knows that he cheated.
They're going through some shit.
Yeah, the son knows that the dad cheated, so they're tight. Like he's tight to the dad.
Yeah,
the dad is tight to the grandfather because he's kind of blaming him because he's like, we fucking knew you cheated.
What's wrong, man?
Like I didn't have a great role model from you. You had your fucking side pieces, dude. Oh, and then you also follow these two Sicilian prostitutes, who of course the dad sleeps with because he's addicted to sex, and then the son sleeps with one of them too.
How old's the son? 16?
Dude, it was probably like 18, 19, 20.
All right, so he's getting some. Okay.
And it was just wild ending. It really was, dude. And it was very interesting because the guy who writes this show, Mike, I think his name is Mike White, actually.
Mike White.
Yeah, Mike White. This dude from fucking School of Rock, dude.
Oh my goodness.
This nerdy fucking guy, dude. He created Nacho Libre he was into. But he created White Lotus, which is I guess like, good for him for writing this. I mean, first of all, what the fuck is that?
What are you doing, bud?
Like that's gotta be
that's not a smile. That looks like you fought it.
Real nerdy dude is writing all this crazy sex shit, dude.
Makes sense.
So super crazy, dude. But kudos to him because he wrote 2 really good seasons of a show. Murder mysteries, I think, are so fun.
Yeah. The problem,
what do you got?
You really love murder mysteries.
I do love a good murder mystery, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I get to the point where they're all the same to me, so I haven't found one that I've been like crazy about.
Watch season 1 of White Lotus. You don't know what happens.
All right, we'll do.
Try it, dude. I'm telling you.
I will.
And honestly, at this point, even watch season 2 because I can't really talk about the entire season, in not 5 hours, basically.
There's a lot to it.
I will say it's like Anna and I realize it's a tough show to binge.
Yeah.
Because episodes,
you need a break.
You do need a break.
It's like watching.
There's so much going on. Every episode is at least an hour. Some of them are over an hour too. So it's just like, we broke it up quite nicely. You go get some ice cream or whatever, make a sandwich, dude.
Have a great dinner.
Have a great dinner, dude.
Yeah.
But it was a great job here. And I just thought like it was very different, dude.
Yeah.
Like there were some things that were shot well. I know I was saying how some things weren't, but which was very interesting where Jennifer Coolidge at one point goes on like this rampage of like killing these guys who were trying to like kill her. And it's shot looking at her the entire time. So she's on this boat and she realizes that they're gonna kill her off this boat. Like that's how they're gonna kill her.
Yeah.
So she knows that one of these guys has a gun. So she runs to the room, grabs the gun, cocks it, and obviously they're trying to break in. And the whole scene of her like killing these people is shot looking at her.
Yeah.
And it's all her with the gun, like crying. And you don't know like what's happening, like because she's like a crazy person too. Like, she's an idiot.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
She's klutz.
Yeah.
So for all you're thinking, it's like she's probably missing everyone.
Yeah.
And then it finally cuts, and they're all fucking dead
I
in
love
the
it.
boat,
I
dude.
love it. I'm actually very intrigued to see that scene because I want to see how they shot it if they did it. Because I've seen a few rigs for that type of shot.
Is it hooked up to the person?
It's full. But when you do the gun part, do you see the gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you may not see the nose of the gun.
Yeah, I saw a rig once, and you see most of the gun, and it's a gyro thing. So when it moves, it's going with you,
Oh, cool.
and it works really well.
Oh, it's like on the gun.
Yeah, so the gun is where
Yeah.
the gimbal is mainly. So you're moving like this, and the camera's staying kind
Right.
of giving you that whole.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really intrigued to see that.
No, yeah, you should check it out. Again, I think that there certainly was some improvement between season 1 and 2.
Always is.
Because again, like season 2 just hit the scene so much harder than season 1, and no one even like people I talk to, like I watched season 1.
Yeah.
Most people who watched White Lotus didn't watch season 1 at all.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I thought season 1 was really good. It's with Alexander Daddario is in it.
Yeah.
Steve Zahn is in it.
Yeah, I saw that cast. It looked pretty good.
Great cast.
Yeah,
Great cast, dude. And it also says don't watch the first episode of season 1. You don't need it.
Strong words.
No, it's because I came in and watching it with her when she was on episode 2.
Oh.
So I didn't watch episode 1.
The Tony's mind just puts things together.
Well, no, because like we're watching it and it's like the third, fourth episode in, and I'm like, Anna, like, why are we watching these people on vacation?
What reality TV show are we watching right now?
And she was like, oh, like in episode 1, you found out someone was murdered at the end of this.
So you were just like, dude, this is a great vacation.
Yeah, I was
show.
like, wow, like this is.
Are they
pretty
building them a
interesting,
house?
dude.
Is this dream house? Yeah.
I said season 2 was better. I thought that's what most people think. I don't know, because like the ending, I don't know. I mean, the ending sort of fit. I think that there were more unanswered questions at this season 2 ending.
Planning
in terms
season
of
3?
No, season 3 is gonna be something different. You know, I mean,
the way that they did it though, from
there
the
was
first to
one
the second,
character
there was
that came over.
So
Yeah,
there could be.
So maybe they'll have one character cross over.
Maybe.
Maybe that'll be a theme. But I don't know. I feel like that in terms of the characters, there's a lot of open-ended questions.
Got it.
And also like the ending of season 2. Are you gonna watch it? Should I just say it?
Yeah, you can do it.
Jennifer Coolidge is the one that dies.
Dun dun dun.
That's like the first episode is them like a body washes up on shore, and then all of a sudden there's just fucking mad bodies everywhere. And those are the bodies. It's Jennifer Coolidge and all the dudes she killed on the yacht.
Yeah.
And she dies in a really stupid way, which fits her character because her character was klutzy and dumb and stupid. But she's like now on this yacht, killed everyone, wants to get back to shore, and there's a little dinghy boat attached to the yacht, but she didn't really exactly know how to get down there.
And she just eats it.
So she jumps, but slips, hits her head on the dinghy, and drowns. Like falls unconscious and drowns. Yeah. So I mean, and I can see where some people think that that's like stupid.
Brilliant. She just pulls off the fucking greatest thing she's ever done in her life by murdering the people that come to murder her.
And
of course she's gonna fucking slip, fall, bang her head, and die.
And it's cool because I watched a little interview after the show. They interviewed Mike White talking about the series so far and what is next. And I'm so pumped for season 3. Because he said like season 1 was about money, season 2 was about sex, and now season 3 he wants to do some type of, I guess, parody of like spiritualism. So that's why I heard someone mentioned Asia to me. It may take place in Asia.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I thought maybe India too.
Yeah,
Thailand or something, you know. Thailand's pretty hot right now, dude. For vacations.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I'm super stoked.
Bali.
And again, like now that White Lotus is so big, because it's like, you know, season 1, you had a couple good names.
Yeah.
Season 2, a couple good names as well.
Let's see when
Season 3. Now that it's big though. Now that season 2 became like, oh wow,
do
like
they
people
bring
were
in-
watching.
Yeah, but do they bring in bigger names or do they just go with the equation that they have right?
I kind of enjoyed the acting, honestly, and these first 2 seasons were great.
Yeah.
No one like Aubrey Plaza was in this season 2.
Okay.
She's great.
Yeah.
She can be a little whiny sometimes.
She's had a few things that have come out randomly, so
Yeah, but she was great in it. And again, like everyone around the guy from Sopranos, that's fucking great get right there, dude. You want Italian? Let's fucking go, dude.
Fucking Italian.
So I would say overall, if I had to rate this show, I would
7.5.
7.5.
First thing that you can think of.
I would probably say a 9.2 out of 10. Overall, as a show,
What
for
does Rotten
me,
Tomatoes give it? A 47?
That's actually a really good question. By the way, Rotten Tomatoes gave Marlowe like a 22 or something.
Yeah, not surprised.
White Lotus.
Tomato.
Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 90%.
Wow.
Dude.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Sydney Sweeney's in the episode in season 1 too. Let's see if anything's out for season 3. While we're here, premiere date. Any change afoot? 13 minutes ago.
Oh my goodness.
Are you prepared while season 3 appear down the road? There are a few things to think about here. Take for starters, notion perhaps sooner than we thought. This is all speculation, dude.
All the speculation. You
we
know what?
need to know where season 3 is set. Rumors floating around Japan. I would love. I want to go to Japan so bad, dude.
Me too. Really bad. Really bad. I was so close last year.
I know, dude. You're so close. But then you fumbled it, dude.
Fumbled.
This is cool right here. This is a great scene.
Great scene.
Basic Instinct.
Yes, sir.
So that's just me, dude.
Cool. Love it.
That's me. That's White Lotus.
That's me.
Well, we have quite a few other things to get to today.
Yeah.
I think maybe I'll bump this.
We can go quick on a few things if we need to.
All right, Creed 3. Let's go. Bang, dude. Final trailer with Creed 3, because this is gonna be good too. As a segue into our next topic, dude.
Yeah.
Which I'm interested, maybe to what you have some thoughts about. I know Michael has some certain thoughts about it. 4 months ago, 6 days ago.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. That's us.
Look at us talking about it. Trailer.
What is the Super Bowl trailer?
I don't know. Must have been.
This has got to be it. Creed 3 final trailer, right? Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Look at that guy.
That guy got famous on Instagram.
That's that fact.
Looks like one of those Instagram guys.
The harder it gets.
Tony.
Oh yeah.
That's life.
Because this is a war. It's a fight. It's a battle.
So, how long have you known each other?
We was like brothers. One day you came back. The past came back too.
There may have been a time when Damien had your back.
No friends in the industry.
But that's not what he's doing now.
My brothers been my brothers, man. They no killing me a flat.
Before I got locked up, I was the best.
You a coward, bro. And a fraud. Try spending half your life in a cell. Watching somebody else live your life.
I had to draw the line.
I'm just getting started, little brother.
I had to draw the line between my brothers and my enemies.
I'm coming for it all.
It's not gonna stop.
Then you make him.
One and only Adonis Creed. You're the best pound for pound fighter in the world.
Wow.
3 years ago. It's been a minute since you've been out in these streets.
When I walked away from boxing, I walked away with some unfinished business.
You see that man right there? Do you remember him?
No friends in the industry. I had to draw the line between my brothers and my enemies. A fact. Let us start a beat, don't wanna keep it rap. Yeah, you hit us up and now we owe you something back.
Don't let him destroy everything you've built. Everything we've built.
Yeah, I had to draw the line between my brothers and my enemies. My brothers and my enemies. My brothers and my enemies.
You out there boxing. I need you to start fighting.
I'm pretty hyped. I don't know, Manny. Do you?
We'll see.
Oh,
I'm part of the Rocky clan, man. This movie's been done with fucking with Mr. T.
fucking name, Mr. T.
It's been done. It's been done.
Yeah, but Mr. T, dude.
I mean, you can't.
That was kind of tough. That one.
Well, yeah, but then you get to the fourth one, and then the fourth one, you got fucking nations fighting. Like, are they gonna continue the same thing? Like, I don't know. It could be good. I mean, I don't see the last one was really not that good. I didn't think.
I didn't see the last one.
It wasn't that great. They had like a few good fight scenes. The first one was cool because it was a new concept and shit, but like, I don't know, man. You're just following Rocky's fucking same path. I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, there is a lot of controversy with this movie specifically now. This is the first one that Michael B. Jordan is directing.
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name. Lee Winkler, I think his name is.
Something like that, yeah.
Was the producer for the Rocky movie, original Rockies, I believe. And I guess something happened with Stallone where he doesn't have rights over the Rocky series anymore.
Nope.
And the other day he actually he put something on Instagram about what Rocky 7 would look like.
Yeah.
Like his idea for Rocky 7. And this big post about how it's a shame how people close to me like weren't really as close as I thought, whatever, which is really sad. He ended up taking the post down, but super sad that Rocky now, especially Stallone, which obviously, you know, Rocky was his movie. Yeah. He worked really hard to put it out there. Wrote it, starred in it, did a lot to star in it too, because he knew that this was his.
Yeah.
Now doesn't have really controlling rights over it.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
It really sucks, dude. So I don't really know how I feel about the movie as a whole because of that. I think the movie looks good.
I think it's
I think Michael B. Jordan's a decent actor.
Yeah, but it goes back because again, all right, this guy challenged him. He's coming out of. He has to train a certain way.
Right, come out of retirement.
So like you already see like he's facing a bigger dude and he's getting hit by that. Same thing when he went to the fucking.
I mean,
so this hold on, the second one you didn't watch it, right?
No.
You said so. The second one, like his big training montage, is Rocky taking him out. Sylvester Stallone takes him out to the middle of fucking nowhere, like where these jailhouse dudes in the desert are training, and he has to like train with this dude, and they're both in a big wheel, a big tire, and you have to fight inside of the tire, and that's how he was able to beat this guy. So like this one's like, all right, now you face a guy that's 6'7", 300 pounds. You face him, and you can beat this guy. It's the same bullshit. Right. I like what part of that movie hasn't been done already?
No, you're totally right. It has.
Like, and yeah, his brother comes back, or you know, his so-called brother from back when he was, you know, young. They were like close, and now this guy's in jail. He took him for his vengeance. Now is to come back and vengeance. You ever lived in a cell for 15 years? Well, no, he didn't, because you fucked up somehow. Unless we learned something in the movie that it's all Michael B. Jordan's fault.
Well, I think he like sacrificed himself.
Exactly. Well, that's his fault. He fucking sacrificed.
No, you're right. You're right. You're not gonna see this movie.
I'll probably end up watching it at some point on like a plane ride or.
I wonder. All the Creeds are on HBO Max, or
they might be. Hulu Premium. So that's got to be Showtime. Showtime or Stars.
I don't think I want to do this.
You do not. Creed, where to watch?
If Creed's on Netflix and no, it's not. It's Creed.
Yeah, we're confused.
Creed. Yeah, I don't want to buy it.
Where to stream? No,
dude. You know what? The internet sucks nowadays, huh?
The internet has become ridiculous.
YouTube, Google Play Movies, Redbox, Apple TV, Vudu, Microsoft Store. I guess you can't watch this anyway, dude. Oh, watch Creed, Netflix.
Let's see if it actually pops up. Nope.
No. They have the whole Rocky collection, though.
Yeah, they do.
Fuck me.
Fuck you sideways. All right. Figure out that dinner.
Dude, I can't wait to figure out dinner.
Dinner.
But all right, that was Creed 3, dude. I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be a great movie to watch in theaters, dude. I like the dude who plays his Adonis, not Adonis Creed. The dude who plays his boy.
Yeah.
Seems like a good actor. He's in
Yeah,
it, dude.
badass.
He's got good emotion.
Jacked up.
Raw.
Ah,
Raw.
bah,
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 Raw.
bah.
Okay, real quick, we'll save that for another day. Hellboy reboot. This one caught
your eye,
Manny's eye as
Just
well,
kidding.
dude. Hellboy reboot. I was told not much about this, but I was told it will be rated R, dude.
Ridiculously awesome.
Absolutely. I'm actually gonna just real quick Hellboy reboot. Yeah, it doesn't even fucking come up, dude.
Yeah, it's so secretive.
Will be R-rated horror movie.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I don't know how I feel about horror
I
necessarily.
mean, it already is technically horror. It's all
This says right here,
monsters.
action fantasy.
Action fantasy.
Shows 19. Mila Jovovich was in it.
Was she in the second one?
Mila Jovovich. No, it was a 2019 reboot one.
Oh.
The original Hellboy,
Had what
2004.
I love that.
Selma Blair,
Yeah, she's
great
awesome.
dude.
She's awesome.
I mean, both of these, dude. This one and the sequel was fucking sick.
Yeah, I like those.
The
Those are
Golden
fun.
Army, dude.
Yeah, the
that's
Golden
right.
Army was cool.
This dude,
Yeah.
Prince Nuada,
Oh, Nuada.
and then Princess Nuala.
Nuala.
What a fucking dude.
Yeah, it's a good. I like the Hellboy series. I like the Hellboy comic books. They were always kind of fun.
This dude was so badass, dude.
Yeah, Luke Gosh.
Luke Goss.
Goss. He was in Death Race 2, Death Race 3, Death Race 57.
Luke Goss started his acting career playing Danny Zuko in the smash hit musical Grease.
Oh, Danny Zuko.
Wow,
Oh,
he
yeah.
started out on Broadway.
Look at him. He was Hitman too. Look at him.
I guess he
Blade
was.
2. Look at
Interview
him.
with the Hitman. Blade 2 he was in. He was in Death Race.
Death Race.
The first Death Race was good, but the second and third.
What was
one,
the first?
I
Who
feel-
was in the first one?
Jason Statham,
Statham,
dude.
yeah.
And the guy from Too Fast, Too Furious.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Um,
That's awesome. All right.
but
so
I don't know. I mean,
it
I
should
don't
be
know.
fun.
The one with Jim Harbaugh or whatever his name.
Yeah, I
how do you
don't
say,
like
how do you
that.
say his last name?
I don't know.
John Harbaugh. It's not John.
Harbaugh.
Is it Jim? No,
Har-
Jim.
Jimmy. That's the
Jim is
football
the coach.
from Michigan.
No, Jim.
Jimmy John.
Oh God, there's so many Harbors.
Harbor. Well, the two of them are brothers, I think, right?
Yeah, John
Football coaches.
Harbour.
Harbor.
He's for the Ravens. That's one,
Rollins.
right?
Yeah.
Brother is Jim.
Jim, who is the
He plays
coach.
Michigan.
No
They look
way, Sam.
exactly alike.
He's stupid. I don't like him.
Really?
I'm an Ohio State fan, so.
No. Harbor actor. David.
David.
Harbor.
Like
Harbar.
Harbor.
If I was the president,
Dude,
I would ban last names like that.
by the way, Violent Night, so good.
Really?
So
Still didn't
good.
see it, dude.
So good.
Hellboy, not so good though.
Not so good.
Watch now on Hulu, dude.
Could do better.
17% Rotten Tomatoes.
Let's hope it does way better than that.
So I don't know, dude. I'm skeptical because the original one is so good. Ron Perlman, I think, is the fucking man.
Yeah.
Selma Blair was really good in it, and like
Very
I said,
good.
the sequel was so good too. It was just so phenomenal, dude.
It was really good. I enjoyed it.
And I don't think you really followed up.
No, that last one they tried to go a little too realistic with it, and I
Bullshit.
didn't even like the makeup. I think like the look of Hellboy was not that great.
No.
I didn't like it.
All right. And it's funny because I put Hellboy's 2 words too.
Yeah, it's
Idiot I
one
am,
volume.
dude.
But I love. I want. I'm probably gonna see it.
I want to.
wanna
No, honestly, I would definitely see. I would see it with you, dude. Rated R. Let's go, dude. In the house, basement.
In the house, do it.
Do it now, dude. All right. Next thing we're gonna talk about. We did the Rocky Rights fight. No more Mindhunter. This one, Manny's gonna take over
no more
because you watched Mindhunter. I didn't really
Yeah.
watch it. So
Mindhunter, great show. But
I heard it was too expensive to make.
Yeah, that was what's his face said that. Oh my god, I already forgot his
David
name.
Fincher.
David Fincher. David Fincher when he does stuff,
expensive.
It's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
It's like he takes forever to do scenes because he loves perfection and he loves doing the scene over and over and over to get it as perfect as possible. So I can see why it's expensive. It's a period piece also, so that's got to be a little bit expensive. I don't know what else would cost that much. I mean, it's about serial killers and how they began the behavioral unit pretty much, and these two guys that go and they interview all these serial killers. And I believe the second season it was when we saw Charlie Manson.
Oh yeah.
So they talk about real serial killers, ones that you might not have heard of, but it was a good show. It was very like intense.
Very intense.
It was like True Detective.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which we were talking about too in a minute.
I was gonna put that off till next week, but we can talk about it now if you want.
We
to.
can just mention what it is. There's a new season coming.
Season
out.
4 coming out,
Yeah.
dude. We're gonna watch the trailer next
On Friday.
on Friday.
Yeah.
Just because I think Jay watched it.
Yeah. I think it's a good one to talk about because we should definitely talk about the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, dude. Maybe I'll do some rewatching.
The first 3 seasons. Second season was garbage. That was the one with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, I remember that.
That shit did not do well. The third one they said brought it back well enough that they filled in all the holes from season 2, which was good. And it has the dude from Green Book. I forgot, right?
Yeah, I forget his name. He's a great actor,
awesome,
though. He is such a good actor, dude.
But yeah, we'll get into that on Friday. That's a good one, though.
But this one has, oh my God, Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
She's a great actress, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a good talk on Friday.
Yeah, good talk on Friday, dude.
I want to see what his thoughts
Can't wait to
on
have
it
a
is.
good talk on Friday.
Good.
Yeah,
good
Jay has a lot of good thoughts, too.
I love Jay's thoughts.
Sorry, last thing we're talking about now, which our last segment of the day actually is gonna be the segment we just added last week, the Where Are They Now segment. And today we are doing Johnny Tsunami.
Johnny Tsunami.
Johnny Tsunami is a Disney Channel original movie, dude.
It's a legendary.
It's a legendary Disney Channel original movie here. Not here.
What's the saying?
But there, dude.
What's the saying that they have? Oh, he always says it in the movie. What do they call him? What does his uncle call him?
Tsunami. You go home? That can't be it.
That one's a good one. But what is it? No, I don't even think it's a saying. It's whatever his grandfather calls him. I crack up.
Pono?
Bono. Hey, what's up, Bono?
Hey, oi, Pono.
Oye, Bono.
Wait for it. Oh, wow. This is a sketchy website.
That scene is them teaching his buddy how to surf in Hawaii after they jump on a freaking Air Force cargo jet to go back home to Hawaii.
I think this movie is going to be put on in the studio today.
It definitely needs to be. It should be on at all times.
It
is a Disney fucking classic. Disney Channel. Classic.
Disney Channel original
classic. Yeah.
There's a difference there, folks.
We're talking Brink. We're talking fucking what's the house movie?
Smart House.
Come on.
Look at the Irish,
Look at the Irish,
one, dude.
Which was on the other day in here.
It was on the other week. Whole week, dude. All right, Johnny Tsunami came out in 99.
99.
And it's the classic, dude, like surfer bro, dude, Hawaii. What up, dude? Great surfer guy. So what happens, like in any other Disney classic original, the parents come in and they're like, we gotta move. Where do they move? They move to fucking
the world.
Across what may seem like across the world is only across the country. Vermont, Hawaii. Big difference. And you got now, this guy who's a big surfer, Hawaii guy, kind of struggling to adapt to the Vermont style of skiing.
He's at a
private school.
He ends up at a private school.
Uppity people, dude.
They're the skiers,
dude. Yeah.
They're the skiers.
Classic, like ski villains.
Ski villains.
It's really what it is, dude. So funny. But obviously, Disney Channel original, you look at this cast here. Brendan Baker, Lee Thomas Young, Kari Huyoki Tagawa, Yuji Akumoto, Mary Page Keller, Kristen Storm. Do you recognize any names? No, you don't, dude.
You kind of do. Come on.
Honestly, like
you have to actually the names maybe not, but if you see them,
no, that's what I mean. Do you recognize the names? Is what I said, Manny. You really don't. So obviously, a movie with such impact on people's lives and such lore around it. I think it's a good pick to go around to see where they've been.
I like it.
Brandon Baker. I'll start with Brandy Baker, who is
Brandy
Johnny
Baker?
Kapahala.
Tabahala.
Johnny
He's
Kapahala
Bono.
or Johnny Tsunami, basically.
Bono.
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 Honestly, him is probably one of the more interesting storylines we've done. So I know it's only the second week we're doing this,
Second week, most interesting.
but the most interesting, I would say, because he, I think around 2012, 2014, quit acting. He didn't really do much after Johnny Tsunami.
Skipped it all.
Just did some low budget stuff, maybe a couple of the Disney movies, but no main roles, nothing like this again.
Yeah.
And he is now a full-time wedding officiant
for
a wedding company by the name of something Elope,
Tsunami Elope.
Simply Eloped.
So homie went from Johnny Tsunami to a straight up
wedding officiant, dude.
Will you, Mr. Tsunami, take you, Mrs. Tsunami, to be Tsunami doubles.
Tsunami. So moving along the list here, we also have Lee Thompson Young, who was the guy. Well, actually, you didn't see it, but Johnny Tsunami's friend, who they were teaching how to surf.
He finds out he's his best friend. He finds his new best friend in
Vermont.
In Vermont, brings him back to Hawaii.
Yeah, and they have a great time.
They're best.
And Lee Thomas Young did make a career for himself, even just as a young kid, in Disney Channel Originals, the famous Jet Jackson, right?
Jet Jackson has his own show,
which was a really cool concept.
Yeah.
And then he went on to do, I think, some other stuff.
Yeah, and then his final show was Rizzoli and Isles.
Friday Night Lights. That's what I was thinking of too.
What was he in Friday Night Lights?
He was one of the receivers. Or he was a running back. He was the running back behind Bobby Miles.
Oh, okay.
He was the secondary running back, I think, right? Wasn't he?
I don't know, man. I don't recognize him from Friday Night Lights. So. But I watched Friday Night Lights probably like 8 years ago.
Are you serious, dude?
Yeah, man. Oh, wait. Are we talking about the movie or the show?
The movie, dude.
Oh, I'm thinking about... No, then you're right.
Dumbass.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the show.
Yeah, I think he was. See, this is Boogie being like, I fucked up, man. And now you the man now, man.
Yeah, you the
I'm
man,
gonna give you the
man.
look now, man.
Look at my chain. Look at that arm.
Look at my chain. Look at I'm sponsored by Adidas now,
Adidas.
dude. I got that.
Adidas.
I got the Adidas lines in my head now.
Yeah, look, I'm a Adidas.
And it was so funny because he was like kind of nerdy and stuff.
Yeah.
But then he became good and popular, and now he's just a fucking cool man.
Yeah, so he did that. And so pretty much he had a good acting career. Like
he did. Unfortunately, though, he did commit suicide
during
his
Isles,
being employed by Rizzoli and Isles, which was a good show.
It was. I enjoyed it.
You watched the whole thing, which is crazy.
TNT show. You know, TNT had like was it TBS or TNT? No, it was TNT.
No, TNT.
TNT
right.
had it. TNT had a stretch
the closer,
of shows.
Dude. Remember the closer?
They had
a
few shows.
Oh.
Yeah, that one. But I tend to watch. Listen, I think I've said this before. Any show that's over six seasons
is good.
It doesn't have to be good. I might hate it, but I'm gonna try to watch it because there's a reason why a show makes it that long. Period. Like you.
Period.
Even if you don't like it, someone out there is watching it. You know, shows that go over 10 seasons, you have to watch. There has to be a reason for it. So.
Oh
my God, guys! We have someone very important, I think, in the comment section.
Egg Flips and Co. coming in here. Hey, what's good, boys?
Official.
Egg Flips and Co.
If you guys don't know about Egg Flips,
that is very official with the logo and everything, guys.
On the U of the two.
You guys can check out Egg Flips and Co. On YouTube.
Please
dude.
check out the shorts. Check out some sweet flippage.
You could submit your own egg flip via Twitter or Instagram.
Dude, you got something good?
Eggflips.jpg. We don't judge here. We're just having fun.
What do you guys get? Like 1,500 to 2,000 every day?
Dude, I literally
you have to choose.
I can't even count.
Do you filter it through Google to send it to everyone?
Yeah, you got it, dude.
Don't worry, things will get put up. Everyone's
what's good, Egg Flips, dude?
Yeah.
So continuing down the list of sweet flips, he says, dude, or they, or whoever it is, I don't even know who it is, dude. Yeah. No one knows the man behind the egg or woman. So then I think I pronounced this guy's his name pretty well. Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa.
Tagawa, yeah.
Tagawa?
Yeah.
It's Tagawa?
Tagawa. I think so.
Anyway, dude. Probably, he also has a career in acting. 72 years old. He's fucking killing it, dude. Yeah. He was in Mortal Kombat, the original 95 one.
Dude,
as well as a little bit in the sequel.
Yeah.
He was in the Tekken movie, I
Tekken
guess,
movie, I
as well as
forgot about that.
voice of Tekken.
Yeah.
He was also in Balls of Fury. I don't know why it's not on
I
here.
love Balls of Fury.
Oh, why?
That movie's hysterical. Kickboxer.
There's Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Phantom. He always pops up as a villain in
He
in
does. He's a
certain
great. He's got a
movies.
great
Yeah.
look, great voice to be a villain.
Oh, dude.
He was in
fucking-
the Phantom.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, Memoirs of a Geisha, Planet of the Apes. Whoa.
Yeah. There's a lot of movies. He's one of those.
He was in Elektra too. He was the
Yeah.
old dude. That movie wasn't bad.
They put him in a lot.
Yeah.
He just pops up.
And then there was one more person we did have to highlight.
Yeah,
which is
Xenon.
Kristen Storms. Yeah, honestly, she's in this movie, but she was Xenon, the girl of the 21st century. Is probably what she was most notable for, at
All
least from
these-
Disney Channel original
I
movies.
feel like all these guys kind of
Um,
were always interlocked, like in that certain time frame for
Mhm.
Disney. Like they were making all these movies together. People
Oh,
were
yeah,
like
yeah.
on their thing and
Yeah.
jumping off and getting side shows. So.
And that's exactly what she did. And it looks
Yeah.
like she's still working now. She did some soap operas, a couple movies here and there.
She's been in
Obviously,
General Hospital.
General
forever.
Hospital, The Dirty Soap in 2011,
Yeah, the dirty.
Days of Our Lives, which has been on TV since 1965. Think about that.
Why not?
Like honestly, dude. So obviously, she took a little hiatus, brain surgery, nothing crazy. She's okay.
Yeah.
She's totally fine.
Shit.
She's 38 years old, from Orlando, Florida originally, but obviously making a decent career for herself off of Xenon,
Yeah, I had a little crush on her.
Oh,
Definitely had a little crush.
of course,
on her.
dude. Not now though.
Not now. Not now. but
Now it would be
before.
weird. When you were a kid, you did. But yeah, so that's
Good stuff.
Luke Goss is from
Luke Goss.
Luke Goss is good. Where are they now? But we already did. So fuck you.
We
dude.
already did it, dude. We already did it.
I think that's really basically it from us from Screen Time
Basically,
here.
I have one more
Oh,
thing.
Eggflip says Jay says I'm a they.
I'm a they.
That's what Jay says.
I like to be a little bit of a they.
Jay's a they.
They's a they. But I saw this pop up, and it's funny because it didn't get much love. But I actually watched
What do
the
you got?
entire season, and I actually enjoyed it a good amount. Velma, season 2, coming out. Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I think I fell asleep
So
during like a good chunk of it. It played out.
I can see that. I understand. I get it. It's not the best, but you know what? It's entertaining enough for me, and I want to see where they go with it because you're starting to see, Shaggy's character pop up. You're starting to see certain things.
Is there a real Shaggy in the show?
Well, Normal or whatever the hell they call him in the
You
show.
want a pen, Michael? What?
Oh, Michael's in, guys. He needs a pen.
Michael's got a.
He's gonna
mission.
post this.
Michael's on a
He's gonna
mission.
post it everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Bye, buddy. Norville or whatever the hell they call him in the show,
yeah.
who's supposed to be kind of like Shaggy. Like you start realizing he starts breaking down towards the season finale and everything, and something's gonna switch on because there's a scene where he ends up getting this guy arrested. And he's about to get arrested,
Right.
But everyone in the area is like a pothead drug dealer or druggie, and they're like, "Don't kill him or don't arrest him. He's just this guy from TV." And he realizes that like all the high people watch his show, his little like YouTube show, where he talks about food and all this shit and rates it. And I think this is gonna be the transition when we go, all right, Norville's like this straight dude, and now he's gonna be this pothead, and he's gonna become part of it. And you start seeing how they all join together. So I think I'm interested to see how they go in the second one because they, took it. It's an interesting show and it's fucking weird. If you actually pay attention to like the backgrounds of things happening,
Maybe I'll watch it again.
don't watch everything around what's happening because there's so many like little weird nuances and little characters doing something in the background that you don't notice. And then I watched it again with Marianne, the first like 4 episodes, and I was watching all that shit.
Right.
And I just kept on laughing because I would see this little piece here, this little piece there, and like I didn't see that at the beginning. And you realize it's a weird fucking show. It's a little aggressive. It's a little fucking in your face, down your throat, like trying to shove all these things. But they're also giving you like different ideas. It's
Right.
not just one opinion. It's so I don't know. I enjoyed it, but I think season 2 is going to be an interesting one to see what they do.
Yeah, there were some things that I did know. They do give you like not just one opinion.
Yeah.
And there were things when I was watching that did make me kind of chuckle.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll give it another shot, I guess, dude. Yeah. But yeah, man.
I just again, not great reviews, not a lot of stuff that was talked about it. and it still got renewed for season 2. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because there's big names attached, or maybe it's there. Like maybe
Maybe.
it's what's her name's. Who's the voice?
Of Velma?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's a famous girl from The Office, the Indian.
Oh,
Millie? Not Millie.
Kelly? No, that's Kelly is in the show.
Yeah, Kelly's.
I'm just gonna Google it.
Yeah, if Google ever works.
I'm just trying to remember myself. Mindy
Kelly, yeah. So it should be good, I think.
Yeah. I'll give it another shot, I suppose,
Yeah.
dude. Maybe if I
Yeah.
feel like it, dude.
It's more about like not going into it thinking that it's not like the cartoon.
right.
It's not meant to be. It's very edgy.
Obviously. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, like the first, like they make fun of it inside of the show. They say it, like they make all the jokes about themselves in the show.
Right.
And I don't think a lot of people get that, or a lot of people like that. But it's like Deadpool. Like you're breaking that fourth wall, going like, well, most shows are like this. We're not
Right.
going to be like this. And then they do the same thing to make it be like that. Like girls showering. They're like, oh, they always have girls showering and being all provocative and stuff. Like, not me. And then it's girls inside of a fucking girls' locker room, pretty much bathing. Like it's
Nice.
it's like weird things. So
You like that?
love that.
Well, all right. Great job, Manny.
Thank you.
I like
tried
that
a
little
good job.
tidbit on the end. Yeah, a little Velma action,
Yeah,
dude.
man. I'm just trying to do my part. for
Comment on the
screen
way
time.
out. Oh wow, my mother comes in, says, "Hey guys, I
Oh.
watched White Lotus. The second one was better."
Ooh.
Wow, mom.
Yeah, I'm in. I have to watch it then.
Oh wow, I can't wait to talk about it with you.
I'm stoked.
When I come see you.
Yeah.
Whenever that will be.
Whatever that will be.
But all right, dude. So I think if you don't have anything else, I think that's basically
No, that was
it.
it. I think
dude.
that's good, man.
I think that's really good. Dude. That's really good, dude. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in here. I really appreciate all the guys and women and people and anyone commenting, tuning in. If you're watching us on YouTube, like that, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Helps out a bunch. Notifications, maybe turn those on so when we are live again, so you don't miss a second of any show we do. Not just Screen Time, but Sports
Yeah.
Port, which is on every day.
Gaming
Corner every Monday.
Loving it.
Dreamers 3 when those guys drop too. We're gonna have a few dropping this month for sure,
Love
dude.
it. Love it.
As well as just any other video we drop at all, dude. You'll be there. You'll never miss a thing.
Ding ding, baby, ding ding.
So thanks for tuning in. Go out there, watch a movie. I'm gonna watch a movie tonight. My mother. Last comment on the way here, and I thought that she shouldn't have gone to the island with the gay guys. They were suspicious from the get-go. They were very suspicious, but they were really just like, they were preying on her being vulnerable. Her husband just left her.
Yep.
She's sad. What's going on, dude? And all of a sudden she sees that these great guys who are, gay, so they're not into her sexually, right? So they know that she's not like,
Party
okay.
time.
It's just they just like me.
They want
They just want me to have a good time. They feel bad for me because, dude.
But no, go watch it.
But no, go watch White Lotus 2 if you guys haven't watched it. Great job there. We'll be back on Friday at noon.
Nooners.
So be on the lookout for that episode. If you guys are going to tune in on Friday, make sure, come around with some ideas, shows you want to talk about,
Yeah, come
things you
chat
want us
with
to
us.
review. We're going to be definitely possibly reviewing the new Ant-Man movie on Friday, depending on Michael. And we will see you guys,
Friday.
I guess on Friday, right?
Yeah.
And I'll see you tomorrow on Sports Boy.
Keep on watching our shorts.
Keep on watching our show. Bye.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.